I'm running late. I'm running late.
Llegué tarde.
I'm running late.
He called me back. He called me back.
Él me devolvió la llamada.
He called me back.
I felt so tired. I felt so tired.
Me sentí muy cansado.
I felt so tired.
We watched a movie. We watched a movie.
Vimos una película.
We watched a movie.
They left early. They left early.
Ellos se fueron temprano.
They left early.
She took a break. She took a break.
Ella tomó un descanso.
She took a break.
He fixed the car. He fixed the car.
Él arregló el carro.
He fixed the car.
I missed the bus. I missed the bus.
Perdí el autobús.
I missed the bus.
We ordered pizza. We ordered pizza.
Pedimos pizza.
We ordered pizza.
They moved out. They moved out.
Ellos se mudaron.
They moved out.
I cleaned a room. I cleaned a room.
Limpié el cuarto.
I cleaned the room.
He opened the door. He opened the door.
Él abrió la puerta.
He opened the door.
She cooked dinner. She cooked dinner.
Ella cocinó la cena.
She cooked dinner.
I took a nap. I took a nap.
Tomé una siesta.
I took a nap.
He lost his phone. He lost his phone.
Él perdió su teléfono.
He lost his phone.
She found a job. She found a job.
Ella consiguió un trabajo.
She found a job.
We met at noon. We met at noon.
Nos vimos al mediodía.
We met at noon.
I got a haircut. I got a haircut.
Me corté el cabello.
I got a haircut.
They drank coffee. They drank coffee.
Ellos tomaron café.
They drank coffee.
He joined the gym. He joined the gym.
Él se inscribió en el gimnasio.
He joined the gym.
I texted her. I texted her.
Le escribí un mensaje.
I texted her.
She answered quickly. She answered quickly.
Ella respondió rápido.
She answered quickly.
He paid the bill. He paid the bill.
Él pagó la cuenta.
He paid the bill.
We played chess. We played chess.
Jugamos ajedrez.
We played chess.
I bought groceries. I bought groceries.
Compré víveres.
I bought groceries.
They clean the yard. They clean the yard.
Limpiaron el patio.
They cleaned the yard.
He finished early. He finished early.
Él terminó temprano.
He finished early.
She went home. She went home.
Ella se fue a casa.
She went home.
I did the laundry. I did the laundry.
Llevé la ropa.
I did the laundry.
We had a talk. We had a talk.
Tuvimos una charla.
We had a talk.
He skipped lunch. He skipped lunch.
Él se saltó el almuerzo.
He skipped lunch.
I watered the plants. I watered the plants.
Regué las plantas.
I watered the plants.
She called again. She called again.
Ella llamó de nuevo.
She called again.
He got the mail. He got the mail.
Él recogió el correo.
He got the mail.
They stayed inside. They stayed inside.
Ellos se quedaron adentro.
They stayed inside.
I folded clothes. I folded clothes.
Doblé la ropa.
I folded clothes.
We made pancakes. We made pancakes.
Hicimos panqueques.
We made pancakes.
He changed clothes. He changed clothes.
Él se cambió de ropa.
He changed clothes.
She opened the window. She opened the window.
Ella abrió la ventana.
She opened the window.
I check my email. I check my email.
Revisé mi correo.
I checked my email.
We fixed the sink. We fixed the sink.
Arreglamos el fregadero.
We fixed the sink.
He drove home. He drove home.
Él manejó a casa.
He drove home.
She lit a candle. She lit a candle.
Ella encendió una vela.
She lit a candle.
I made a plan. I made a plan.
Hice un plan.
I made a plan.
They started late. They started late.
Empezaron tarde.
They started late.
We shared a cab. We shared a cab.
Compartimos un taxi.
We shared a cab.
He waited outside. He waited outside.
Él esperó afuera.
He waited outside.
I paid in cash. I paid in cash.
Pagué en efectivo.
I paid in cash.
She smiled at me. She smiled at me.
Ella me sonrió.
She smiled at me.
We laughed hard. We laughed hard.
Nos reímos mucho.
We laughed hard.
He packed his bags. He packed his bags.
Él empacó sus maletas.
He packed his bags.
I locked the door. I locked the door.
Cerré la puerta.
I locked the door.
They fed the dog. They fed the dog.
Alimentaron al perro.
They fed the dog.
She wore a jacket. She wore a jacket.
Ella se puso una chaqueta.
She wore a jacket.
I sat on the floor. I sat on the floor.
Me senté en el piso.
I sat on the floor.
He stood up. He stood up.
Él se puso de pie.
He stood up.
She baked cookies. She baked cookies.
Ella horneó galletas.
She baked cookies.
We fixed the light. We fixed the light.
Arreglamos la luz.
We fixed the light.
I swept the floor. I swept the floor.
Barrí el piso.
I swept the floor.
He cleaned the fridge. He cleaned the fridge.
Él limpió la nevera.
He cleaned the fridge.
She ironed clothes. She ironed clothes.
Ella planchó la ropa.
She ironed clothes.
I closed the window. I closed the window.
Cerré la ventana.
I closed the window.
We trimmed the bushes. We trimmed the bushes.
Podamos los arbustos.
We trimmed the bushes.
He set the table. He set the table.
Él puso la mesa.
He set the table.
She hung the picture. She hung the picture.
Ella colgó el cuadro.
She hung the picture.
I broke a glass. I broke a glass.
Rompí un vaso.
I broke a glass.
He saved the file. He saved the file.
Él guardó el archivo.
He saved the file.
We changed the tire. We changed the tire.
Cambiamos la goma.
We changed the tire.
She typed the letter. She typed the letter.
Ella escribió la carta.
She typed the letter.
I heard a noise. I heard a noise.
Escuché un ruido.
I heard a noise.
They saw a bird. They saw a bird.
Vieron un pájaro.
They saw a bird.
We missed the train. We missed the train.
Perdimos el tren.
We missed the train.
I turned on a light. I turned on a light.
Encendí la luz.
I turned on the light.
She turned it off. She turned it off.
Ella la apagó.
She turned it off.
He picked up the kids. He picked up the kids.
Él recogió a los niños.
He picked up the kids.
I opened the box. I opened the box.
Abrí la caja.
I opened the box.
She shut the door. She shut the door.
Ella cerró la puerta.
She shut the door.
He tied his shoes. He tied his shoes.
Él se amarró los zapatos.
He tied his shoes.
I boiled some eggs. I boiled some eggs.
Herví unos huevos.
I boiled some eggs.
She served the soup. She served the soup.
Ella sirvió la sopa.
She served the soup.
He brushed his hair. He brushed his hair.
Él se peinó.
He brushed his hair.
I cleaned the mirror. I cleaned the mirror.
Limpié el espejo.
I cleaned the mirror.
We watched the sunset. We watched the sunset.
Vimos el atardecer.
We watched the sunset.
They danced together. They danced together.
Ellos bailaron juntos.
They danced together.
He left the room. He left the room.
Él salió del cuarto.
He left the room.
I drank water. I drank water.
Tomé agua.
I drank water.
She set an alarm. She set an alarm.
Ella puso una alarma.
She set an alarm.
He erased the board. He erased the board.
Él borró la pizarra.
He erased the board.
I blew out the candle. I blew out the candle.
Apagué la vela.
I blew out the candle.
We drew a map. We drew a map.
Dibujamos un mapa.
We drew a map.
She packed lunch. She packed lunch.
Ella empacó el almuerzo.
She packed lunch.
He peeled the orange. He peeled the orange.
Él peló la naranja.
He peeled the orange.
I trimmed my beard. I trimmed my beard.
Me recorté la barba.
I trimmed my beard.
She read the letter. She read the letter.
Ella leyó la carta.
She read the letter.
He rang the bell. He rang the bell.
Él tocó el timbre.
He rang the bell.
We sang a song. We sang a song.
Cantamos una canción.
We sang a song.
I dropped my keys. I dropped my keys.
Se me cayeron las llaves.
I dropped my keys.
She picked them up. She picked them up.
Ella las recogió.
She picked them up.
He climbed the stairs. He climbed the stairs.
Él subió las escaleras.
He climbed the stairs.
We played music. We played music.
Tocamos música.
We played music.
I charged my phone. I charged my phone.
Cargué mi celular.
I charged my phone.
She unplugged the TV. She unplugged the TV.
Ella desconectó la TV.
She unplugged the TV.
He flipped the switch. He flipped the switch.
Él encendió el interruptor.
He flipped the switch.
We mopped the floor. We mopped the floor.
Trapearon el piso.
We mopped the floor.
I fixed the clock. I fixed the clock.
Arreglé el reloj.
I fixed the clock.
She painted the wall. She painted the wall.
Ella pintó la pared.
She painted the wall.
He planted flowers. He planted flowers.
Él plantó flores.
He planted flowers.
We fed the cat. We fed the cat.
Alimentamos al gato.
We fed the cat.
I sharpened a pencil. I sharpened a pencil.
Afilé un lápiz.
I sharpened a pencil.
He taped the box. He taped the box.
Él selló la caja.
He taped the box.
She marked the spot. She marked the spot.
Ella marcó el lugar.
She marked the spot.
I labeled the files. I labeled the files.
Etiqueté los archivos.
I labeled the files.
We stored the tools. We stored the tools.
Guardamos las herramientas.
We stored the tools.
He cleaned the fan. He cleaned the fan.
Él limpió el abanico.
He cleaned the fan.
She opened the curtain. She opened the curtain.
Ella abrió la cortina.
She opened the curtain.
I fixed the handle. I fixed the handle.
Arreglé la manija.
I fixed the handle.
They organized books. They organized books.
Organizaron los libros.
They organized books.
He sealed the letter. He sealed the letter.
Él selló la carta.
He sealed the letter.
I delivered the package. I delivered the package.
Entregué el paquete.
I delivered the package.
We mailed the cards. We mailed the cards.
Enviamos las postales.
We mailed the cards.
She counted the coins. She counted the coins.
Ella contó las monedas.
She counted the coins.
He measured the wood. He measured the wood.
Él midió la madera.
He measured the wood.
I filled the bottle. I filled the bottle.
Llené la botella.
I filled the bottle.
We poured the juice. We poured the juice.
Vertimos el jugo.
We poured the juice.
She stirred the soup. She stirred the soup.
Ella removió la sopa.
She stirred the soup.
I sliced the bread. I sliced the bread.
Corté el pan.
I sliced the bread.
He grilled the meat. He grilled the meat.
Él asó la carne.
He grilled the meat.
She fried the eggs. She fried the eggs.
Ella frió los huevos.
She fried the eggs.
I washed the dishes. I washed the dishes.
Lavé los platos.
I washed the dishes.
We dried the plates. We dried the plates.
Secamos los platos.
We dried the plates.
He folded the napkin. He folded the napkin.
Él dobló la servilleta.
He folded the napkin.
She wiped the table. She wiped the table.
Ella limpió la mesa.
She wiped the table.
I swept the porch. I swept the porch.
Barrí la galería.
I swept the porch.
We painted the fence. We painted the fence.
Pintamos la cerca.
We painted the fence.
He cleaned the shed. He cleaned the shed.
Él limpió el almacén.
He cleaned the shed.
She moved the chair. She moved the chair.
Ella movió la silla.
She moved the chair.
I hung the curtain. I hung the curtain.
Colgué la cortina.
I hung the curtain.
We sorted the mail. We sorted the mail.
Clasificamos el correo.
We sorted the mail.
He copied the paper. He copied the paper.
Él fotocopió el papel.
He copied the paper.
She stapled the pages. She stapled the pages.
Ella engrapó las hojas.
She stapled the pages.
I erased the notes. I erased the notes.
Borré las notas.
I erased the notes.
He opened the laptop. He opened the laptop.
Él abrió la laptop.
He opened the laptop.
She saved the document. She saved the document.
Ella guardó el documento.
She saved the document.
I closed the program. I closed the program.
Cerré el programa.
I closed the program.
We updated the file. We updated the file.
Actualizamos el archivo.
We updated the file.
He backed up the data. He backed up the data.
Él hizo una copia de seguridad.
He backed up the data.
She clicked the link. She clicked the link.
Ella hizo clic en el enlace.
She clicked the link.
I scrolled down. I scrolled down.
Deslicé hacia abajo.
I scrolled down.
He logged in. He logged in.
Él inició sesión.
He logged in.
We sent the email. We sent the email.
Enviamos el correo.
We sent the email.
She answered the call. She answered the call.
Ella respondió la llamada.
She answered the call.
He recorded the video. He recorded the video.
Él grabó el video.
He recorded the video.
I watched the replay. I watched the replay.
Vi la repetición.
I watched the replay.
We uploaded the file. We uploaded the file.
Subimos el archivo.
We uploaded the file.
He installed the app. He installed the app.
Él instaló la aplicación.
He installed the app.
She checked the battery. She checked the battery.
Ella revisó la batería.
She checked the battery.
I cleaned the screen. I cleaned the screen.
Limpié la pantalla.
I cleaned the screen.
We reset the router. We reset the router.
Reiniciamos el router.
We reset the router.
He switched it off. He switched it off.
Él lo apagó.
He switched it off.
She muted the mic. She muted the mic.
Ella silenció el micrófono.
She muted the mic.
I turned up the volume. I turned up the volume.
Subí el volumen.
I turned up the volume.
He turned it down. He turned it down.
Él lo bajó.
He turned it down.
We tested the sound. We tested the sound.
Probamos el sonido.
We tested the sound.
I synced the contacts. I synced the contacts.
Sincronicé los contactos.
I synced the contacts.
She printed the form. She printed the form.
Ella imprimió el formulario.
She printed the form.
He scanned the ID. He scanned the ID.
Él escaneó la cédula.
He scanned the ID.
I edited the photo. I edited the photo.
Edité la foto.
I edited the photo.
We cropped the image. We cropped the image.
Recortamos la imagen.
We cropped the image.
She zoomed in. She zoomed in.
Ella hizo zoom.
She zoomed in.
He zoomed out. He zoomed out.
Él alejó la imagen.
He zoomed out.
I created a folder. I created a folder.
Creé una carpeta.
I created a folder.
We moved the file. We moved the file.
Movimos el archivo.
We moved the file.
He deleted the email. He deleted the email.
Él borró el correo.
He deleted the email.
She opened the chat. She opened the chat.
Ella abrió el chat.
She opened the chat.
I replied fast. I replied fast.
Respondí rápido.
I replied fast.
We ended the call. We ended the call.
Terminamos la llamada.
We ended the call.
He searched the site. He searched the site.
Él buscó en el sitio.
He searched the site.
She joined the group. She joined the group.
Ella se unió al grupo.
She joined the group.
I updated the app. I updated the app.
Actualicé la app.
I updated the app.
We restarted the phone. We restarted the phone.
Reiniciamos el teléfono.
We restarted the phone.
He reviewed the notes. He reviewed the notes.
Él revisó las notas.
He reviewed the notes.
She submitted the form. She submitted the form.
Ella envió el formulario.
She submitted the form.
I clicked send. I clicked send.
Hice clic en enviar.
I clicked send.
We logged out. We logged out.
Cerramos sesión.
We logged out.
He checked for updates. He checked for updates.
Él buscó actualizaciones.
He checked for updates.
She read the message. She read the message.
Ella leyó el mensaje.
She read the message.
I ignored the alert. I ignored the alert.
Ignoré la alerta.
I ignored the alert.
We accepted the invite. We accepted the invite.
Aceptamos la invitación.
We accepted the invite.
He declined the offer. He declined the offer.
Él rechazó la oferta.
He declined the offer.
She blocked the user. She blocked the user.
Ella bloqueó al usuario.
She blocked the user.
I like the post. I like the post.
Me gustó la publicación.
I like the post.
We shared the story. We shared the story.
Compartimos la historia.
We shared this story.
He tagged me. He tagged me.
Él me etiquetó.
He tagged me.
She posted a selfie. She posted a selfie.
Ella subió una selfie.
She posted a selfie.
I watched her reel. I watched her reel.
Vi su reel.
I watched her reel.
We followed the page. We followed the page.
Seguimos la página.
We followed the page.
He sent a DM. He sent a DM.
Él mandó un mensaje.
He sent a DM.
She reacted to it. She reacted to it.
Ella reaccionó.
She reacted to it.
I left a comment. I left a comment.
Dejé un comentario.
I left a comment.
We scrolled for hours. We scrolled for hours.
Deslizamos por horas.
We scrolled for hours.